Okay, let's explore references. And to understand these, we're going to have to jump ahead a little bit and introduce you to modifiers, which we'll cover in depth later in this module. References are kind of a hybrid between copies and instances. They have both unique and non-unique features. I'll hold down Shift and drag this cone over to the right, and this time I'll make a reference. Over in the modifier stack, you'll notice that there are two things here. There's this bar, which is currently selected, and that's why we're not seeing anything down here. And there's this instanced cone. I know it's instanced because the word cone appears in boldface type over here. Let's just verify that by changing one of the parameters. And sure enough, it's connected with the source object. The reference object has this bar. And to make sense of that, we're going to have to learn about modifiers. So I'll go over here and open up the modifier list and choose spherify, which is a very simple modifier that we can start with. Basically what spherify does is it tries to make the object into a sphere. And the parameters for that are located right here. There's only one. And I'll just tone that down a bit, down to about 50%. And this light bulb determines whether it's active or not. I can toggle that on and off. So that's about all there is to the spherify modifier. But right now it appears in the modifier stack above the bar. And the modifier stack is always read from the bottom to the top. So think of it as a process. The computer puts the cone into memory, and then it builds up on the modifier stack, ultimately displaying the object and the result of that stack on the screen. So in this case, we start with an instanced cone, and then we have the bar, which is a sort of line of uniqueness, if you will. Spherify belongs to this object alone because it's above the bar. Notice that it's in regular type. It's not bold. Now if I drag that modifier down below the bar and drop it here, watch what happens. It becomes part of the instanced pipeline. So now spherify appears in bold, and it's affecting the other instance. So this is what references do. They give you this ability to put some modifiers below the bar, perhaps, and some other modifiers above the bar that are unique.